Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Jennie Louwerse, PennDOT Deputy Secretary for Multimodal Transportation, and I want to welcome you, as Commissioner Prees noted, to this very sunny, warm, wonderful day in January, right? So don't let the weather take away from what we're here today to celebrate, right? This is a transformational transportation project that not only serves the rail, but the community and their efforts. Also multimodal, the connections to the airport and to the university. And I just cannot say enough wonderful things about what many people have accomplished as a team. So there have been obviously many years of coordination on this project. I was talking to some of you. This wasn't the original site, as some of you may know, but I think the ultimate selection has been, again, transformational for the community. This project, again, took years of planning, and the funding is also critical. And that would not have happened without Act 89 that was passed in 2013. So today, as you see your state elected representative, Tom Mahaffey, and your senator, please thank them, because those types of investments within the commonwealth, within the transportation community, are vital to the success of our efforts. So this year, while we're completing Middletown, we're moving forward with construction and engineering for Coatesville, Downingtown, and other projects along this vital transportation link. You know, Middletown, a lot of people have told us numerous times, you know, these projects take forever. But I like to believe good things do come to those of us that work hard and wait. So with right-of-way, design, construction, this project cost just under $50 million. That included $25.6 million from the Federal Transit Administration, $15.9 million from PennDOT from those Act 89 funds, and $8 million of in-kind track work from Amtrak. So I cannot even begin to tell you, I mentioned this is a team effort, how grateful I am for everybody that has been involved in this project. And you're going to hear from some of those key players today. So State Representative Tom Mahaffey, Dauphin County Commissioner Mike Prees, Middletown Borough Council President Ian Rettinger, and Tom Moritz from Amtrak. We also have other key partners that have been working with us to demonstrate what this station and multimodal truly means. Rich Farr is here representing the Capital Area Transit, Dr. John Mason, Chancellor at Penn State Harrisburg, and Tim Edwards from the Harrisburg International Airport. With a community focus and this end results make things better for residents, the students, airport users, and transit users. And I'm very proud of this project. We've made the station accessible for all users. We've provided a safe, designated space for cat riders, including Penn State students, and we've improved a connection to the airport. Additionally, some of you may be surprised, there's actually one cyclist in the bike station today, undercover. That person is hardcore. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But not only can they bring their bikes and leave them chained in a covered facility, but they can also take their bikes on the train. Another development in recent years we've worked with Amtrak to make feasible on the Keystone and Pennsylvania trains. So with that, I'm going to thank everyone again and turn it over to Representative Tom Mahaffey.
Thank you, Jen. Good morning, welcome, and I'd like to thank Mike for this wonderful weather. At least he kept the rain away.
As the sun just came out.
As the sun just came out. We're always appreciative of Mike and being a great weatherman as he is. But, you know, this project started a long time ago. I was actually on the township commissioner here in Louwerse Township, right across the street. And I remember everybody talking about it. This used to be an old warehouse, and how this was going to bring great things to this community. And now here we are, 10, 15 years later, but here we are. And good things come to those who wait, Jen, and I agree with you totally. But what this is going to do for our college right here at Penn State University, the kids, all this new housing that went in for them, for students. You know, this is a great thing. This is bringing people from all over the Commonwealth, actually all over the country, and now they can land right here, and they can do the things that they need to do right here in the southern part of Dauphin County. Now, let me tell you, when we say and we talk about this, and we want to say, do you want to travel rail? Some people go, I'd rather travel a turnpike or whatever. Well, the Senator, Langerholtz, head of transportation, is stuck on the turnpike today. So I want to say that maybe sometimes it is better to take rail. But in that, you know, we really know what this is going to bring to our community. It's great for the 106th District, Middletown, Louwerse, Dauphin County, bringing those into this community that want to travel different ways. We have so many options here, how it's going to help the airport and all the great things that this is going to do. So congratulations to the Department of Transportation for doing this and putting this together. It turned out wonderful. I just want to thank you again today for allowing me to speak. And this is going to be something that's going to happen and go very, very well for us here in Dauphin County. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Good morning, everyone. I'm County Commissioner Mike Prees, joined by Commissioner Chad Saylor. You know, when you follow Tom Mahaffey, sometimes your speech is taken up before you get up to the podium. But I want to thank Tom for covering all those issues. Today, Dauphin County adds another jewel to its crown. I want to thank Deputy Secretary Louwerse for the great work that she has done and is doing on behalf of the residents, not just in Dauphin County, but throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Let's give her a hand right now for the great work that she's done. Also want to thank the Louwerse Township Commissioners, Middletown Borough Council members for the great work that they did. I remember when this project, as Tom mentioned, was just a thought bubble in someone's head, and then when it first started coming together on a piece of paper over a decade ago. This is a culmination of working together in a joint cooperative manner between local, state, and federal entities, and this is what you do when you work together to get things done for the betterment of the community. I also want to give a special shout out to Dr. Mason as he works with the local municipalities, the entities, and businesses to tear down that invisible wall that existed for so many years here. And Dr. Mason, thank you for the great work that you and your team are doing with the elected officials from Middletown, Louwerse, and elsewhere. And you know what? This is a big win for Dauphin County. It's a great day for residents, visitors, students, and businesses and employees. So congratulations to everybody involved.
Anything you want to add? Okay. Ian?
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. The construction of this new Amtrak station and roadway extension connection to downtown Middletown to connect PA Route 230 is more than an upgrade for rail passengers. It's an investment in the future of Middletown. I am pleased that PennDOT and Amtrak chose an ideal location for the new train station, which I believe will inspire and increase in rail travel as real estate growth, dining and entertainment development, tourism, and local economic spending. I wish to thank and commend our PennDOT and Amtrak partners for a job well done. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Tom Moritz. I'm Amtrak's Assistant Vice President of Infrastructure, Access, and Investment. And on behalf of Amtrak, I'd like to welcome you here and thank you for all of our partners, the Governor, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation, and other state and local officials that are here for this ceremony. We also want to thank the Federal Transit Administration, as Jen mentioned, as a key funder of this project. Stations are the heart of the communities that Amtrak serves. They're more than transportation hubs. A train station also paints the first impression of a town for those coming to stay or just passing through. In the new Middletown station represents more than a great example of this by highlighting the city with a strong railroad history and promotes the city and region's residential, recreational, business, and educational opportunities. Between the high-level accessible boarding platform, pedestrian overpass, to the platforms, elevators and stair towers, and improved multimodal connections while anchoring nearby mobility and redevelopment, this station is just as important to Amtrak as it is to the local residents, visitors, and officials. Having a new intermodal accessible station along the Keystone Corridor here in Middletown at one convenient location is incredibly important for Amtrak, and we're proud to support it. Amtrak looks forward to providing an improved and accessible customer experience here at Middletown and helping people experience Middletown and other cities in Dauphin County to travel to or from Harrisburg, Philadelphia, New York, and beyond. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Congratulations.
Good morning. I'm Rich Farr. I'm the Executive Director of Capital Area Transit, and this is an exciting day for mobility. As a transit manager, we're always looking for ways to get more people to more places. This location is an opportunity that brings together several modes of transportation: walking, cycling, CAT Transit, ground transportation, and of course the train. And when more than one mode comes together, our communities win. Mobility is the cornerstone of our communities. It's hard to talk about quality of life when people struggle to access employment, healthcare, food, and other basic needs. Not to mention those life enrichment opportunities like going to the museum, visiting family and friends, concerts, and those kind of events. Behind us, you'll see all kinds of concrete, bricks, and steel, and a whole lot of hard work. But what really is behind us is a gateway, a portal that allows us to explore and prosper. That's what good transportation does. It provides the means for communities and citizens to improve their lives. One of our focus areas at CAT will be to improve those connections I just talked about, working closely with the airport and Amtrak to really make people be able to transition from one mode to the other as seamless as possible. Today, if you go to our website, cattransit.com, you'll find a banner where you can see how our Route 7 connects to the train station connections. There's nearly a dozen opportunities throughout the day to make that happen. And so I want to thank PennDOT and the Federal Transit Administration and all those who played a role in this project and all transit projects. I'm thankful for the ongoing support of public transportation, and projects like this is a great leap forward in equitable mobility. Thank you.
Jen, I want to thank you and PennDOT for inviting Penn State to the ceremony today. We appreciate it very much. I just have a couple of comments that I'd like to make. I've arrived at Penn State Harrisburg in 2018 and learned about the project, so I understand there was years of discussion going on. So I appreciate the opportunity to be here today, but also to actually see the fruition of what this is all about. I have a couple of quick comments for those of you in the audience and those that might be hearing these comments later on. At Penn State Harrisburg, there's over 5,000 people that work, teach, learn, and try to assist the community every single day. Our students come from 49 different states this year and over 50 countries from around the world. I don't have to tell you what a train station like this, in connection with the roads, with the airport, the rail now, it's just going to be an exciting opportunity for all of us in this community. As others have mentioned, Penn State Harrisburg is continuing to work in a public-private partnership role. I believe it's not only important for our students to have all the experiences, it's important for our faculty and staff to engage in a real-time basis with the community through all these public and private partnerships. The opportunity that we're going to have to bring people to this community in a convenient and accessible way is something we all should be very proud of. The new train station is definitely a resource for all of us. I did mention that from an economic development perspective, I also want to acknowledge all the help from our representatives, our senators, and the commissioners for what you're helping us do at Penn State and at Penn State Harrisburg. It really is important. It's important for the betterment of everyone in this region. It's important for the benefit of all those in the Commonwealth. And as I mentioned, we have a global impact right here in Middletown, Pennsylvania. Thank you all very much for what you do every single day. We appreciate it. And now, Tim Edwards from the airport.
Thank you. Again, my name is Tim Edwards. I'm the Executive Director with Susquehanna Area Regional Airport Authority and Harrisburg International Airport. I want to thank you for being here today. Thank Jennie for inviting us out. We've been working with PennDOT for many years. As a matter of fact, I started with the Airport Authority in 2003, and the very first meeting I had was over in Building 208 to discuss this project with several representatives from PennDOT and Amtrak and Norfolk Southern. Of course, the airport was there, legal counsel was there. there, and that was back in 2003. That's 18 years ago, 19 years ago. So this is a wonderful sight to see. We know it's going to be a great connection to the airport. Multimodal has always been a great idea, and this is finally happy to see this happen. We look forward to our continued engagement with PennDOT as we make this huge accomplishment a success. So thank you.
So I'm going to wrap this up. We will all be here and available for questions. I just want to make a couple closing comments. So this, anytime you transform a station either on its existing site or it's shifted, such as this one, there is a certain amount of history that goes with that old site. So in a way to kind of reflect that, the department created a historic brochure, and there will be an informative display mounted in the station. Obviously not today, because it's a little cold. But we do have some little pamphlets available with a QR code that will take you to that full history of the existing station and how that all worked together. So if anybody is interested in these, Angela Watson, she's over here waving her phone around. She has a stack of those brochures if you would like one. Once the sign does go up, it will have a QR code on it. But I just wanted to mention that because I think that's another important thing to demonstrate we understand how this fits into the community. So in closing, I would be remiss if I did not thank PennDOT staff. Can you please raise your hand? We have some in the tent. We have some back here. My consultant community. I see Jeff Knuppel from KCI. I see HNTB, Gannett Fleming. Again, these projects, they can attest, there's a lot of long meetings and there's a lot of long nights and there's a lot of angry phone calls often from me when I don't think things are moving fast enough. But I will tell you, in the end, it is totally worth it. And I believe that what we do for the state, for the department, is for the good of the community and is a result of the hard work of all of you and the gentleman behind me. So with that, I'll thank you and we'll open it up for questions. Do you have any questions?
Where's the hot chocolate? That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Where's
A schedule. So the question is, how will you get a schedule and a price for Amtrak? So I'm gonna, Tom, I'm gonna let the gentleman from Amtrak answer that question.
Sure, thank you. Amtrak schedules for the Keystone service are on internet website. We also sell tickets, Amtrak.com. You can also call our help desk at 1-800-AMTRAK-RAIL to gain access to either an automated or a live individuals there that can help you make reservations and sell tickets. Thank you.
All right, very good. Let's cut the, good job, very nice.
Okay. Again, the rest of us will be mulling around here if you have any one-on-one questions that you'd like to ask us.
These are collector's items.
Couldn't have done this in spring, maybe.